Hi ladies, I hope you all are doing well. Today I want to share with you from Book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 21. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ear will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." We are not compelled to walk alone through life, neither must we remain dependent upon our own wisdom. The first and greatest decision to make life worthwhile is commitment to God's way and God's will. If you say, "I have never heard the voice of God behind me," He speaks only to people who are ready and willing to listen. Hearing the voice of God, you need to begin walking. In these days, I was reading a book and I read a story about walking. A young bear cub was puzzled about how to walk. The little bear asked the mother bear, "Shall I move my right foot first, or my left, or the two front feet together, and then my back feet, or my feet on one side together, and then the ones on the other side?" The mother bear simply said, "Leave of thinking and just begin walking." When I was reading this story, I realized that we are waiting for the perfect conditions to walk with God. That if this happens, I will be able to serve God. If I get high salary and many responsibility reduced, and if I have more time. And these many thoughts are not allowing us to walk with God. So simply, as the cub mother said, leave off thinking and just begin walking. We concentrate on our problems and we get confused. Make up your mind, you are going to walk God's way. No matter what happens, you make one decision and the other of life just fall into place. You begin getting somewhere. Most of the confusion and disturbance in our mind result from fear of what might happen in the future. Someone has said that 40% of our fears are things that might happen in the future. 12% are of some imaginary illness. 30% are over something that happened in the past, about which nothing that can now be done. Only 8% of our fears have real causes. The way to rid mind of fears is through the substitution of stronger thoughts. When you feel the voice of God in your heart, fear disappears. And this thing happened to me, and you all know. You will get victory and you move through life. When you take God into your life, you begin to concentrate on His power instead of problem. When one finds fellowship with God, He has strengths to overcome every weakness. You cannot be the same person after you become God's person. Commitment of life gives a courageous heart. And as we read before, whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." And commitment of life gives a courageous heart, and commitment brings courage. God bless you all.